Just before 10 p.m. on Saturday, May 23rd, San Diego police officers went to the apartment of a woman who was throwing bottles into the street. Here's a media briefing from that night.
Numerous phone calls from different reporting parties stating that a female at the 1200 block of Market Street was throwing objects out of the window, striking some folks on the street. So the officers responded within minutes and attempted to make contact with the female. As they went into the apartment complex where she was at, gave her numerous commands to come out. She refused to come out.
Officers used a police dog to force her out, according to the San Diego Police Department report on the incident. The woman attacked the dog with a knife, and so police officers shot her, the report said. The woman, who is not being named, survived the shooting. Under AB 748, a new state law that went into effect a year ago, the department had 45 days to release video of the shooting. The department has complied with that requirement in the 7 other instances where officers shot someone since last July. But not this one.
If there's an investigative reason as to why you're not releasing video, that exemption can be made.
That's San Diego Police spokesman Lieutenant Sean Takeuchi.
So on the shooting, officer-involved shooting that occurred on May 23rd, there is an investigatory reason. I don't know what that reason is. I'm not in the homicide unit, but there's a reason why that hasn't been released.
By law, if the department doesn't release video, they're supposed to cite a specific reason why the video, quote, would substantially interfere with an active investigation. The San Diego Police Department hasn't done that in this case.
It's a little hard for me to understand how the disclosure of a video, of a body-worn camera video, would disclose information in a way that would impair an investigation.
James Chadwick is a First Amendment lawyer for Shepard Mullen, who has represented KPBS in public records cases.
They should be providing an explanation. What it is that is, what it is about this particular situation, this investigation, that is going to be compromised.
There may be a temptation among police departments to quickly release the videos where they look good and the shooting appears justified, and then delay release of more problematic videos. But that strategy likely won't work.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
So says Rachel Lang, who helps local police departments with crisis communication.
The problem is that in a time when it's not cut and dried and the video doesn't exonerate anybody or really display what actually happened, there's going to be trouble then, and people will obviously think that they're trying to hide something. So there's a little bit of a give and take there, but I mean, I would err toward releasing information more quickly.
Lang added that the Memorial Day killing of George Floyd by Minneapolis police has permanently raised the stakes for law enforcement agencies when it comes to transparency regarding use of force incidents.
I don't think we're ever going back to a time when the public will forget. It's not like you can just ride it out and hope that the news cycle moves on.
That's certainly true for Tasha Williamson, a San Diego activist. She says about the San Diego police,
they're releasing things that are in their favor. So they think, quote unquote, anything that's not in their favor, they need more time.
Assemblyman Phil Ting, who wrote the law requiring the videos to be released, says he included the investigation exemption as a compromise, but hopes to refine the law in the future.
We want to see how it's working. And obviously, as laws go into effect, you see whether there are loopholes, or you see definitely whether there are areas of which, are areas of concern. And so based on that, we would obviously make changes.
Claire Tregesser, KPBS News.